Hey vinyl community, hey new wavers, it's Shad with Vinyl New Wave, and welcome to Re-issue-palooza. Don't worry about it, it's not a big deal. I'm just going to talk about some reissues. More specifically, how to save money on reissues. If you notice, trend in reissues is they're like 20, 25, 35, sometimes as high as $40 for a reissue. Crazy expensive. Especially when sometimes you can find these albums in the dollar bin, you know. So I just thought it would be cool to share with you some of the ways that I've found to find really good deals on reissues. Everything I'm going to show you today I got for under $15. So, and they're not dogs, they're good albums. So let's start out right away. With the first way that you can save some money. The first way is by checking out the used bin. That doesn't sound, wait a minute, reissues in the used bin? It happens. Not necessarily often, but sometimes it does. For example, this is the release album from the Pet Shop Boys. This past record store day, as I was waiting in line to go up to the checkout to buy my stack of records, I was flipping through the recent trades, and lo and behold, this guy was sitting there. It wasn't sealed. In fact, I don't think he even had the plastic, but it was there. It's in really great shape. It looks like maybe it probably only got played once or twice. So I was pretty happy to find this one for under $10. Now, this one I also picked up in the used bin. This is the Blondie AutoAmerican album. Has your hits The Tide is High and Rapture. Great album. I was lucky enough to find it in the used bin at a record store. And the funny thing is, it was actually still sealed. Now, why would that be the case? Well, if a record store buys in a large collection, and say some of those records aren't open yet, they can't still technically sell them as new. They have to sell them as used, and so they're priced appropriately. So this one was, I think, $12 for this reissue, and it was still sealed. So a great album from Blondie for 12 bucks. Can't complain about that. The next is not a great circumstance by any means, but if a record store is closing, or a store that carries vinyl is closing, let's put it that way. One of the local stores here in my area has 3 or 4 locations, and one of their locations was closing. So in order to reduce that stock that they had in that one location, they had a big sale, and they actually ended up having the sale across all their locations, I think just to lower their stock overall so that they could distribute the rest of the stock from that one store to the other ones. So they had a big sale. Everything with like an orange sticker was 2 for $25 or something like that, or 3 for $30 or something ridiculous. And so I went and I flipped through, and you know, a lot of it was stuff that I wouldn't be interested in because it wasn't new wave, or it wasn't like something else that I had kind of been keeping an eye out for. But they did have a couple items, and this one is the first one. It is the Nightbird album from Erasure from about 2004, 2005. This is one of my favorite albums from Erasure. Has a lot of really good songs on it, and has a lot of sentimental value because of the time when it came out, the time in our lives. We had twins. We had just had twins, and they came through town on tour, and our twins were in the NICU, so we took advantage of having those babysitters at the NICU to have a night out before things got crazy with the twins coming home. And we went out and we saw Erasure on the Nightbird album tour, and I just love this album. It's an amazing album. And next, in that same sale, I was able to pick up the Essex album from Alison Moyet. This is an amazing album. It's got Whispering Your Name, a remake of Ode to Boy from Yaz and Falling. Just some really great tunes on this album. This was from 94, I believe, or 90, one of them. Yeah, 94, yeah. So, yeah, 12 and a half bucks. And then finally, and I know a lot of people already know about this probably, but keep an eye out on Amazon. I have a list that I've created, a wish list on Amazon, and I have just added all the different, not all, but a lot of the different reissues that I want. And then I just kind of check it regularly, and if something goes on a really good sale, I grab it. And a couple good prime examples of that is this one. This is Pet Shop Boys' first album, Please, on a reissue. It's 180 gram vinyl and a new 2018 remaster. This is from just the last year. Has, it's got the West End Girls, Opportunities, all their really early great songs. I had added this to my wish list and kind of kept an eye on it, and I had seen it fluctuate. It was up above 21 at one point, and 17, and back up to 20, and then and all of a sudden one day it was like $12.98 or something. Clicked on order. Now it was out of stock at that point, so I had to wait for it to get into stock, and that took over a month, but it finally came like 2 weeks ago. So I'm kind of stoked to have this album. I haven't even opened it yet. It's still sealed. I haven't had time to listen to it. But Pet Shop Boys, Please. And keeping in the Pet Shop Boys theme, which seems to be kind of the big one this year, this video, I got the Pet Shop Boys Bilingual also for I think this one was like $14 or something, from Amazon. I just kept an eye out, and there it goes. It dropped down to under $15. So I picked that one up. And last but not least, probably the biggest album of the bunch that I got, went on sale for under $12. It was $11 and some odd cents. Is the Violator album from Depeche Mode. This is the latest reissue. It's got a nice gatefold with a whole bunch of cool liner notes from the producers. And yeah, I mean, great sounding pressing for 11, 12 bucks. Can't beat that. The original US pressing now is like going for something like $30 on Discogs. It's kind of insane. So this is a much better option for me, as I like to shop on a budget. So $12 versus $30. You can guess where I'm coming from. So that is a few ways that I like to save money when I'm buying reissues. Let me know what you think. Have you bought any reissues lately? Have you gotten a good price for them? Or are you paying the regular price? The best way to get these good prices is to wait. A lot of times when that reissue first comes out and first hits, yeah, it's going to be that $20, $25, $30, $35 price. But if you wait long enough, if it's one of those releases that's not huge, or a very limited number, wait, because the price will come down. As you can see on a lot of these, the price came way down to under $15, and so that's the best way to do it. I will do another video. I've got a couple other reissues that I paid more for, and there's some cool ones, so I wanted to show those too, and I'll do that on another video. But yeah, these are some great records for a great price. If you like this video, if you like the music that I talk about in this video, click on the thumbs up, and also please subscribe to my channel. And welcome to all my new subscribers. I've got close to 40 now, which is kind of mind-boggling to me. I didn't think I'd even get 5, so that's awesome that I've got 40 subscribers now. But please click click subscribe and hit the notification icon so it lets you know when I upload new videos. And until next time, you spin me right round.